Brilliance Audio presents Adventures in Online Dating by Julie Particka, performed by Vivian Laney. Alexa twisted the martini glass in her hand, not even bothering to take a sip. She needed to be sober to have this conversation, but it would probably go better if she waited until Peyton had a couple of drinks in her. But if she waited too long, Peyton might be too drunk to give good parenting advice, and then... "I think Brendan's been surfing porn," Alexa blurted out. So much for waiting. She wanted to bury her face in her hands at the admission. Normally, the only person she had trouble holding her tongue around was Marshall, the guy who ran her favorite coffee shop. That particular insanity was something she didn't care to analyze, especially since she had bigger worries right now. But if those slip-ups were progressing to other people as well, she was in big trouble. Ever the best of best friends, Peyton took the announcement in stride with little more than a flip of blonde hair over her shoulder. And why do we think that? Never me. Never you. With Peyton, when things got rough, it was always we. Alexa loved that. It made her feel less alone, and infinitely less pathetic for not having answers. Maybe it was better they weren't really into the drinking portion of the evening yet, but she wasn't all that comfortable with the details of what she'd found. He's been wiping the search history on his computer every night. That could be a lot of things. Like planning to overthrow the government, how to build a nuclear bomb. What is this weird rash? Alexa gave her head a frantic shake. "You are not helping! And I know it's porn." "Okay, if he's deleting, how do you know?" "Because he didn't delete his history last night." "Okay, but seriously, porn isn't that big of a deal." Peyton laughed and picked up her martini glass, swirling it slightly before taking a sip. "He's 13, Alex. I'm going to guess it's pretty normal for boys to look at that age." Normal? What the hell is normal about Princess Leia and Jabba the Hutt tentacle porn? Because that really doesn't strike me as normal. Like, is it in the movies somewhere that he has tentacles? And if it is, how did that make it into those movies? Martini sprayed as Peyton laughed into her drink. "Are you kidding? No, of course you aren't." "No, I'm not. It was seriously disturbing. You're so lucky you have girls." 3 boys, and Brendan was just the first of them. She loved her sons, but being a single parent was emotionally draining. And that was before this weirdness. How am I supposed to navigate things like this? Is this a kink, a phase? I mean, I didn't know porn existed until college. First, take a breath, woman. It's the internet age, and the internet has rules. For instance, rule number 34 basically says the internet is the place to find all the porn, and most of it is free for the taking. Peyton leaned back on the couch, propping her feet on the glass coffee table covered with smeared little girl fingerprints that nearly concealed the piles of toys lying underneath. Believe me, I've taken advantage of the abundance on more than one occasion. So had Alexa. Well, maybe she had. There was a decent chance the videos she watched wouldn't constitute pornography in Peyton's mind, or her son's. Okay, but what do I do? Put filters on all his electronics and not mention my suspicions? Say something and hope he tells me the truth? Peyton shrugged and took a long drink. Too long of a drink for Alexa's liking. Then set her glass down with a sigh. "I have to be honest. It sounds like you're hoping for him to give up porn and masturbation and all those hormonal urges to go back to being adorable little Brendan who slept with a teddy bear until he turned 11. Maybe. But what was wrong with that? She didn't have to ask because her best friend told her. He's past a point of no return. He's going through puberty, and that's going to require you to have some uncomfortable talks with him.